Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 2. Alright, so today we're going to go do the Rome 2-hour endurance. We're in the Unicia Jex Skyline, which is the orange and white one with the black headlights. This car is already pre-tuned. I've already put on its hard tires and did all of that cool stuff, so we're basically just ready to go. I don't know what cars are going to be in this. I just picked the Unicia because it's free, it's open, right? So, oh, okay, fastest cars in the game: Toyota GT1s, Lister Storm, Jaguar XJ220, and oh god, I'm trying to see what that other car is in the front. Oh, it's the STP Viper. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, it is. It is the STP Viper. Oh boy. Turn. Came out of that one on top. Oh god. I think that STP Viper, he must have on some soft tires or super softs for him to be staying in front of the GT1 like that. To this game, like according to this game, the GT1 is the fastest car in the game. The Toyota GT1. All honesty, we should have actually taken the Nissan R390. Oh god. Because we're running a JGTC, an older JGTC car. Against the best cars in the game, so. Oh god. I'm so used to these cars when they have super soft tires on. Looks like the pack is beginning to split up. Nice, because then we can, we can run some relaxed laps, you know what I'm saying? First couple laps of an endurance race, you definitely want to, kind of have all the fire. Warm up those tires real quick. Now this is a 2-hour race, so it basically goes to, you know, like lap whatever, I guess you could say. So once again, I'll be splitting this race up into 4 parts. Okay. And I will be uploading the entire race today, as I always do. All 4 parts, I'll upload them bam, 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 one after the other. Oh shit, turned in way too early there. One thing to note about this race is the fact that it is simply a timed race, right? So, there really is no, I guess you could say there is no, like, real pit strategy for when you take your pit stops. You just sort of run laps and until, until you want to take a pit, I mean, you know what I mean? Run as many laps as you want, essentially. Oh god. Yeah, I'll be doing half-an-hour increments, if you guys are wondering. So when it hits half an hour, I'll just pause the game and then end episode 1, and then, yeah. You guys know what I mean? has great turn-in, but it gets a little bit of understeer once you're like halfway through the turn. See what I mean? I'll just have to watch my throttle control. Throttle control and manage my gears well enough. Oh, and yeah, this is the longest race in the game, if anybody's wondering. Now my tires are nice and warm. Starting to get used to the car a little bit now as well. It just feels really heavy compared to the Pennzoil. Like, this is an R33, and the Pennzoil is actually an R34 race car. So there's a slight difference between the two of them, but being so used to driving the Pennzoil, though, for sure, it's very different. This between the Unicia and the Pennzoil, oh yeah, pretty big difference in the way that the car actually like drives. I find this car is a little bit more smooth than the Pennzoil, at the sacrifice of definitely losing some handling a little bit. Like, the Pennzoil is a little bit jumpy. Oh, a little bit too much speed through there. I wanted to see what would happen if I stayed on the throttle and touched the bump strips. Woo, baby. This car's four-wheel drive, if anybody's wondering, so we definitely have that amount of control. And yeah, obviously we're on hard tires as well, so if anybody's trying to compare their lap times to mine or something, yeah, I'm on hard tires. Make sure you calculate that. Oh, baby. Man, this car does a huge ripper when you want it to. I would imagine that is the Toyota GT1 behind us. I think there was actually two Toyota GT1s, to be fairly honest. I know there's a Lister Storm, there's a Jaguar XJ220, like just the actual normal Jaguar XJ220, not the XJ race car. Which is kind of strange, to be honest. Why would you bring that car to this race, knowing that it's going to lose to these, to the ultimate race cars in the game? Why would you even show up? Even though, man, in terms of like supercars, like not race cars, but like street legal supercars, the Jaguar XJ220, man, that shit is fast as hell. They're just very rare. They're not a widely known vehicle because they were made in 1995 or something like that. And the car scene on planet Earth kind of ramped up only a few years after that, really, when everybody started, going after a nice car and stuff like that. And a nice car became like a symbol of like who you are, you know what I mean? Your car became like a part of you. A little too tight, yeah. I saw my mistake just before it happened. Alright, we're actually coming up to the guy in last place. We're going to be seeing seeing him in the next, like, lap and a half or so. What I'm going to try to do is, sort of take it easy on the car if I can. And, instead of trying to drive laps, like, extreme, just basically take it easy on my tires for as long as I can. So that way, you know, they're taking pit stops, whoa, and I don't have to take as many pit stops, you know what I'm saying? Try to take it easy at least. That's kind of subjective in Gran Turismo too. Simply just because there's no pressure sensitivity. So it is actually pretty difficult to try to drive easy. Like to try to drive relaxed. I just don't want to do any more like gigantic burnouts or anything like that. Nice and smooth. I would be absolutely shocked if that was not the XJ220 in front of us right now. Shocked. It might actually be the Lister, to be honest. Ah, no. Yeah, the front tires on this car are actually taking more damage, come on now, than the rear tires. And it's because Rome has so many, like, edgy, sharp turns that you have to brake real hard for. As well as a lot of turns where, like, you actually have to incorporate a little bit of brakes while you're going around the turns. Which is unusual. It makes Rome kind of a unique track. Oh my god, I think it is the Lister, you guys. I just saw yellow for a second. Oh my god. You can't be serious that the Jaguar is actually beating that thing. You can't be serious that the XJ220 road car is beating a Lister Storm right now. Oh god. Well, that's what's happening because that is the Lister Storm. What the hell? Storm's out here having the worst day ever. Don't block me. Good man, give me space. I can't believe the Lister Storm is in last place. I got... And my tires are starting to get a little weird. I hate that. Did you guys hear that flick noise? That was my thumb slipping off of the brake or off of the X button for a second. That's what I was like, oh. I hate that. I'm sitting right now. Oh well, wouldn't be able to adjust myself properly in real life, so we are not pausing the game to adjust my seating arrangement. Come on, come on, come on. Ah. Just made that. I find doing a brake step in this car really helps guide it around the corner. Like that. See what I mean? Puts it in like a nice center of balance. A lot of different little tricks that go into driving this car, to be fair. That turn makes me wish that I was playing the game in manual, so that I didn't have to wait for my gears to go boom, 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 boom. I could just go boom, 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 boom. Know what I mean? Just manual in this game is it's kind of unusual, to be fair. I find it very difficult to drive manual in this game. I don't know why. When I play Gran Turismo 3 and onward, I will be playing in manual, because that game has those games have pressure sensitivity, right? Very important to have that pressure sensitivity in a racing game. Ooh, mad brake step to save that. Turn, my love? Yes. Oh, we got that nice little hook into gravity. Did you guys see that? Got that nice gravity wobble. Oh, I was pretty late turning in there. A little bit awkward. The car actually feels sort of awkward now that our tires are getting into that dark yellow. Well, light. We're at like medium yellow. We have like 2 more shades of yellow and then we're going to be into orange. Now because this is a 2-hour race, I am going to push these tires as far as they can possibly go. I'm starting to get like a 20% decrease in my ability to brake. It is actually making the car kind of strange. Although once again I am on hard tires. I love that series of corners back there. Like short right-hand sweeper into just a glancing left. After a sharp left as well, like damn. And that little sidewalk back there too. Rome has actually always been one of my favorite tracks. Now somebody's in the pit lane right next to us. We just passed somebody, not sure who that is. Person in 5th place, which I assume would be the Jaguar XJ220. Come on now. There we go. I assume that is the XJ in the pit that we just passed. I'm already surprised enough at the fact that the XJ was straight up handing it to a goddamn Lister Storm race car. Like, what planet are we on right now? The Lister Storm is a beast, too, man. That thing's got a gigantic V12 in it. Doesn't have the greatest handling, but I've used the Storm in this game before. It's actually pretty good. Did you guys hear the throttle there? That was awesome. It was like a little song, yo. Oh man, these cars are beast, yo. I like the Unicia just because it's an R33. My favorite of the JGTC R33 Skylines is the Cure. Solid black with a little bit of red on it. Oh man, that thing is a demon in the night, baby. The Cure R33, K-U-R-E, Cure. Whoa. Tried to break step that and it did not want me to do that. I'm starting to get a major loss of handling. We are getting those front tires into orange cowlies. Oh yeah, look at that major loss of handling. We're gonna deal with it. Oh yeah. We're gonna deal with it. We're still running consistent 119, 120. Oh god, that was not good. Oh, that was actually okay. The wall actually stopped us. Oh my god, the mark of the beast, you guys. 9.666. The mark of the beast. I'm transforming, you guys. Man, we have like 0 brakes. I wish it would tell me how far ahead of the rest of the pack I was. Like, I wish there was forward split times. This game has split times, but only if you're behind. So it'll tell you how far away you are from first place. But the split times don't tell you how far away the guy in second is. Which would be very nice information right now, because I am taking a pick. That's why. And I really want to know who's behind me. I want to know which dots those are, because that one is going to catch us. Oh my god, listen to that. Oh my god. The pit limiter would like break this goddamn car. Oh, he's actually not going to catch us. Relatively short pit lane on Rome. He did catch us, though. He's right up our booty meat now. Whoever that is behind us. We'll get a chance to see who that is in a second, because I have cold tires. Right here. That is actually the GT1. That's the guy in second, right behind us. When you look back and all you see is red and white, yeah, that's the GT1. Or it might actually be the STP Viper if the STP Viper managed to stay in front of the GT1. Although, once again, I believe there's actually 2 GT1s in this race. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember what the other cars were. We'll know eventually once we catch them, but... Woo, look at that. Yo, this car's accuracy sometimes. It's actually a really nice car. Sometimes you can get some pretty supreme accuracy, though, as you just saw there. That was nuts. Like the perfect time to begin turning. Oh yeah, now we got that nice feeling back in our tires. In our tires and in our brakes. Yes, sir. you see the difference between a fresh set of tires and a set of tires that is, you know, on its way out. I like brake stepping in this car a lot. Oof, that was dirty. We did scrub that left side wall just a little bit. Like, look at that accuracy. Bop. Oh, I thought we were going to touch the sidewalk there, but we didn't. Ooh, that was a very nice run out of the final turn there. That might be best lap. Oh yeah, 1:15.727. New best lap. Just from that one corner at the end that we pulled out of there real nice. I stayed on the inside for too long. I should have drifted a little bit wide after the first half of that turn, but what can you do? Oh. First gear, baby. Yeah, brake stepping in this car is the way to go. If you guys don't know what a brake step is, it's when you're here, I'll do one up here. So a brake step is when you're going real fast, you come to a tight turn that you need to slow down on. So what you do is you let go of the gas, begin braking. Now go back to the gas, but don't let off the brakes for just a second. Let your RPM rise while you're still holding the brakes. Like that. Can you hear the RPM going blah, 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 blah. That's because I'm holding my brake and my gas at the same time. It's called a brake step, if anybody doesn't know that. If you're standing still, that will cause your car to do a burnout. That's how you actually do a burnout. You hold your brakes, and then you start stepping on the gas and slowly begin releasing your brakes until your tires start spinning. Once your tires start spinning, you just throttle out. If it's in gear, yeah, just throttle out. Boom, and your car will just be ripping a huge giant donut. Or a huge giant ripping burnout. And then you just control it with your throttle. And always stay on those damn brakes. That's how you fuck up a burnout. Anybody out there trying to do burnouts, man? Please, stay on your damn brakes. You gotta stay on your brakes until you're done your burnout. Then release your brakes and let RPM, let it RPM out. That is literally how to do a proper burnout 101. Oh, except if you're in a front-wheel drive car. Front-wheel drive, yank the emergency brake as hard as you can, stomp the gas pedal to the goddamn floor. Done. Big, giant burnout. Might pull yourself forward a little bit, but if you have good enough emergency brake, a tight enough emergency brake, and your tires start rotating quickly, then you won't go anywhere. It'll just do a big, massive burnout. Back in the day, people around where I grew up, they used to go to this big ass parking garage, and they would fold a towel. They would fold a towel 5 or 6 times to the point where it's almost like a pillow, right? And then they'd put that against their front bumper, and then drive their car up against the wall, like the concrete wall. And the towel was basically there to protect the car from getting scratched as it's pushing up against the wall. And then they would friggin' smash the gas pedal and do giant burnouts inside this parking garage. Because the car was basically forced, it can't go anywhere because there's just a concrete wall in front of it. People used to do gigantic burnouts, man. That Lister Storm is having the worst day of his goddamn life, yo. We've passed him twice. The only other person that we've passed is presumably the Jaguar XJ220. Oh, there's the STP Viper. That's the STP Viper right there. I don't know what place he's in because the field is kind of jumbled up now. But, yeah, I would say that this is fourth place here, the STP Viper. I believe. Because I think we've only passed 2 other vehicles. the Storm and the XJ. So this guy would have to be 4th place. Come here, STP Viper. I can't remember if you can draft. Whoa, I can't remember if you can draft in, whoa, if drafting is a thing in Gran Turismo too. I don't remember or not. Oh, jeez. I guess you'd be easily able to test that on, like, the test track. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of part 1 of the Rome 2 Hour Endurance Race. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming out once again and watching this episode of Gran Turismo 2. Like button, subscribe. I wish you all the total best. I hope you guys have a freaking awesome rest of your day, or a little bit if you're actually going to decide to sit and watch the rest of this race, which if you do, thank you once again. Other than that, man, yeah, I will see you guys in part 2, man. Have a good one. Bye-bye.